couldn't be with us this morning, and we are good to go. Bob, it's all yours.
Good morning, everybody. I hope everybody's having a fantastic Tuesday. Here we are in beautiful Mesa, Arizona, ready to make the most of your chamber membership. So normally this presentation is one that we do in person, and I do it with a sort of a tag team partner, Linda Haskell, who's our Director of Member Benefits. Unfortunately, she's actually on a different call right now, so she kind of left me to manage this one on my own. So if you have a question, please don't hesitate to use the chat feature. So down at the bottom of your window there, you'll see the little chat button, and that'll pop up a chat feature on the, usually it's on the right side of your screen. Please don't hesitate to pop a question over there. Sally's paying attention to that. She's very good at making sure that I don't overrun you, and we'll make sure we get your questions answered as they come in. So for those of you that are new to the chamber, how many of you guys, by a show of hands, have been in either another chamber or some other association? Okay, so a couple. Okay. Yeah, Larry, whatever. It's true. It's true. So what we do is we act as a conduit. We act as your facilitator to make sure that you're doing everything that you can to grow your business. And so the way that we do that is through a series of programs, and normally we would be through a series of events, but there's a lot of things that are available to you as a chamber member that would be considered non-traditional attributes that you can take advantage of. So I'm gonna pop up a screen share right now and we'll get rolling. So welcome to our PowerPoint, kind of. If I can figure out where my buttons are to move forward and back. So there we go. All right. So, no, that's not going to happen for me. All right, hang on, everybody. There we go. All right. So normally I would have each of you introduce yourselves, but for the interest of time, if you would like to throw an introduction into the chat for everybody, and then please include your email address so that if somebody is interested in getting a hold of you after, please don't hesitate to reach out to anyone that you notice that might be of benefit to you, or just somebody that maybe you want to know more about. So the mission of the chamber's mission is pretty straight ahead. We want to be the recognized and celebrated leader for the Mesa business community. And the Mesa Chamber of Commerce exists to improve, promote, and advocate for business. So our structure is centered around those three entities: improve, promote, and advocate. So as we move through the presentation, if you have any questions in regards to any of those things, certainly happy to answer them. And Sally will jump in as needed as well to make sure that we, help you understand exactly what it is that we want you to know and take advantage of in your time with the chamber. So there's 4 elements to kind of making the most of your chamber membership. And this is the first one today. The first one is understanding your benefits, because the more you know, the better decisions you can make, right? I mean, it's pretty simple. It's pretty straight ahead. The second is to make a plan. And normally we would give you actually a piece of paper that says, hey, what do you want out of your chamber membership? So this is going to be a little bit of an assignment for you. I kind of want you to think about, what do you want to get out of your chamber membership over the next 12 months? And write that down somewhere, whether it's in a note document on your computer, whether it's on a piece of paper on the side, whatever that is. I want you to give some thought to what it is that you want to achieve, because once we know what it is that you want to achieve, it makes it that much easier for everyone and us to help you achieve that. The third thing is, of course, follow through, right? We can make all the plans in the world, and if we don't follow through, then we're not able to achieve them. So that kind of is where Linda Haskell comes into play. She is our Director of Member Benefits, and her job is really to engage with you and make sure that we're doing everything that we can to help you achieve the things that you want to achieve. So, and then the fourth thing, which is probably the most important, is adapting to change. So clearly, we're in the middle of a massive change right now, and so we have had to adapt to that change. And the same is probably true for each one of you in regards to how you do business or what you're doing right now to continue to do business. So the ability to adapt to that change is really going to be critical to making sure that you have a successful tenure with the chamber. So don't hesitate if things start to change for you to communicate that to us so that we can work with you to adjust as well and make sure that we're still serving you to the best of our ability. So your chamber membership comes with really probably what I would call the best team in the universe. So we've got a team of people that really are passionate about your success as a business. Anybody from Sally all the way down to me at the very bottom. And it's really about what we can do for you day in and day out to make sure that you are getting everything that you can, not just out of your membership, but out of any business opportunity that's out there. So literally right before I got on this call, I was just on a call with one of our leads groups talking about the city's grant program that they've offered now. And certainly I will talk to you guys about that after we're done with the main presentation. But really it's just about us wanting to do everything that we can to move you forward, because you know that relationship is what keeps us in business. You know, your success keeps us in business is really what it boils down to. So if you need anybody's email, they're right there. Certainly they're also on the website, and if you need them, throw it in the chat and we'll get you the list of everybody's email as well. So don't hesitate to ask if you need it. So this is kind of the core of today's presentation. So, and I'm gonna, Sally, have you seen any questions yet? I don't want to.
No.
Okay. So this is kind of the core of what we're going to talk about today. And these are the sort of automatic benefits. So these are the things that are happening for you while you're out, you know, hustling and doing your business day to day. These things are working to your benefit. So your digital directory listing in the chamber directory is probably one of the most undervalued resources that's available to you. So we get accessed about 10,000 times a month each year for people looking for business in Mesa. It's a focused demographic. So this is an important element, right? I get a lot of questions about, well, yeah, but are those people that are looking for Mesa stuff? Well, of course they are, because they're people that live in Mesa, they're looking for a Mesa business. And so they're a very focused and a very distilled demographic of web people that are looking for businesses in Mesa. So it's a very, very important group of people surfing that website. Your Compass Resource Guide. Have you guys seen Compass out and about? So Compass is a magazine that we produce in association with Arizona Republic. And it's really a fantastic resource. It's more than just a sort of a pseudo phone book, if you will. It does have every member's information in it, which is the value for you as the member. But the real value comes in the content of the magazine. So we actually write articles about Mesa's culture, about Mesa's nightlife, about Mesa's, you know, culinary life. All of these different aspects of Mesa's culture or community, we create this magazine around them. So it's really a fantastic guide to what Mesa is all about at all levels. And your inclusion in that magazine is a huge benefit, not just to you, but to the magazine itself, because it helps to round out what is available to people in Mesa. The greatest part about this, though, is that we actually work with the Arizona Republic and we distribute that into people's homes. So, you know, 22,000 copies of that get mailed out into people's Sunday paper. And so they have that as a resource at home to access when they need stuff, which, you know, obviously right now is a huge plus, given that everybody's at home, not necessarily able to get out and about, that sort of thing. So that's a huge resource that I don't know that people quite sometimes grasp how important that is and how valuable that is, especially when you consider the fact that, you know, the Yellow Pages have kind of gone the way of, well, extinction. And there are still a huge population of people in Mesa that rely on physical directories to get their information about where to shop and who to interact with. So the last piece is chamber advocacy. Chamber advocacy is a huge element of what we do, and actually this is really kind of Sally's sort of playing field. So I'm totally going to put her on the spot right now and let her kind of talk a little bit about advocacy.
Thanks, Bob. That's awesome. Well, so our own chamber has a group that meets monthly. We haven't lately, but we do, called the Government Affairs Council, and we'd be open to having anybody join that group. We typically meet in the office on the third Friday of every month in the morning, and that group focuses on local and state issues for the most part, and it could end up being anything from ADA compliance to having speakers come in and talk about what's going on at the legislature. The other part of that is we are part of an 8-chamber alliance that meets every Monday morning, and we meet during sessions, so we meet 4 times a month for a better part of the year. And really that is a benefit to everybody because of the size and impact that group has. Collectively, we represent about 5,000 businesses in the East Valley. So together we have, you know, a bigger say and obviously more impact with the legislature. So we do report cards on everybody, which is interesting. we actually follow how they vote, and we publish a report card after sessions, so we know who's voting with us on business issues and who is not.
And we do that with a number of different industries. So not only government affairs, but we have a committee formed around the education area. So to make sure that, you know, our education members have the ability to come together and find those common areas where they can engage together. We do the same thing with the banking industry. We have a financial committee that meets, and so it gives our financial members an opportunity to come together and find those common areas. And one of the stories that Sally often tells is, you know, people will ask her, well, how do you get these competitors in the room at the table together? And well, they're in the same industry. So there are areas where they need to come together and figure out, you know, a particular issue or something that is affecting both of them uniformly. And so, you know, they have the ability to do that through this forum that gives them that freedom. So we do that with a number of different industries. There's a few different committees. You are more than welcome to check those out on the chamber website, on our calendar, or you're welcome to email Sally or myself, and we're happy to get you any details about a particular committee that you have more interest in. So, you know, advocacy, you know, is it's a core for all chambers. It's a core thing that all chambers do. And I think we work hard to make sure that the advocacy efforts that we employ are effective and are useful to you as members. So those are kind of some of those sort of things that happen in the background for you while you're out doing your business. We're going to talk a lot about the website today because this is going to be, this is kind of a cornerstone for you, especially if your business relies on either referrals or some sort of transaction, or if you've transitioned to any sort of an online presence. This is going to give you a huge opportunity to, you know, drive some traffic, get some referrals. So your website, your chamber profile on the website, I tell people really think of this as a mini website of your own within mesachamber.org. So you can do a lot of different things. You can actually build a multimedia profile on your directory listing. You can add videos, you can add pictures, you can add links to specific pages of your own website. So if you have different sort of programs that you offer, you can actually add a link to each individual program to your chamber directory listing. You can post job opportunities. Job opportunities right now is probably, I would say, the second or third most visited area of the chamber website. You can create events. So if you are doing events out in the community, you can actually create an event listing on the chamber calendar. Those calendar listings actually get shared out to our social media. So, you know, we have something like 5,500 people on our Facebook page, something close to 8,500 people on our Twitter. all of those calendar events get shared out to our social media. So it's a way for you to get exposure for your event to an audience that may not normally get exposure to your event. You can post press releases. Press releases also get shared out to our social media. So this is one that people don't, I really don't think they take advantage of this enough. So if you're in an industry and you're recognized by your industry for some reason, put out a press release for it. You know, post when you do well so that people see that impression of you in a positive light. You know, really tell a good story about your business so that when people see your business name, they see it in relation to something great that's happening. So I know Larry, the Mesa Veterans Resource Center, just did a collection last weekend. You know, we should have a press release on that that says, hey, we had a successful collection this weekend. This is what we collected. And, you know, that way it's not spamming people, it's educating people on your mission and what you're doing. So it's keeping your organization and keeping your business in front of people in a way that it doesn't come off as, hey, buy my stuff. I'll get it. I don't know how many of you guys have logged into your chamber profile, but when you do, very good, Sally. When you do, there's actually a little a little Facebook type feed in your chamber profile when you log in. So you can log in and you can kind of see what people are posting, and you can post specifically to that feed. So it's a little social element to your chamber login. So if you have a flyer you want to post just for members, you can do that. Sally?
We have a question from Melissa Forrester. Do we add the press release as an event?
What's that?
Melissa Forrester asked, do we add a press release as an event?
No, you add the press release as a press release. It's when you log in, over on the left column, you'll see a list of choices, and one of them is for press.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. So in that section of mesachamber.org, you can actually message other members. So if there's somebody that you want to reach out to, you can actually reach out to them through that back end of the chamber website and engage your fellow members in a way that maybe you hadn't thought of previously. You can, of course, register for events, which is what most people do. Most people use that login to register for events. And then, of course, you can edit your display profile.
What you gonna say? Do you understand what he's saying? But you gotta go off of what he's talking about. He got bulletproof topics. People are asking questions off of the things he's talking about.
Okay. Hey, I can't get that back.
So you can actually go in anytime, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and edit your profile information. So as you change, or as maybe you're offering a special, or as you add a new service, you can actually go in and make edits to your profile on the fly. So really a flexible and a really powerful tool to make sure that your listing is being seen and then that it's being acted on. So really check that out. So
I don't know who this is that keeps okay. Yeah, I can't mute them. Hold on. Go ahead, Bob.
Okay. So this would be, normally we would talk about all the great events that you can attend. And you will eventually be able to attend many fantastic events. But the thing to remember here is that when the time comes and you're able to engage people on a one-to-one level, you want to make the most of that opportunity. You really want to utilize the framework that we've built to get together with the people that you want to meet to move your business forward. Now, that can be the same in a physical sense when we're at an event, but it can also be the same in a virtual sense. For example, today's meeting. So if there's somebody in today's meeting that you really want to have a chance to have a one-on-one with, make sure that you're posting that in the chat. Make sure that you're reaching out to us to do an introduction or what have you. This is really the core of what chambers are supposed to do. We're supposed to be connectors. So all of our events are facilitated with the intent to connect people, whether it's to each other, whether it's to the community at large in the case of some events. But we're really designed to make those connections so that you can move your business forward with those relationships. So I could go through the entire event calendar, but I'm happy to answer any questions if anybody would like to know. We will run a TV show. We've run a TV show for the last 8 years. And we will run a TV show again because I am bound and determined to get to 100 episodes. And so that's probably our marquee event because we do that every month, and that is actually broadcast locally on Channel 11. If you'd like to see what it looks like normally, you can go to YouTube and just type in Mesa Morning Live, and you'll see all kinds of interviews and videos and fun things that we've done over the years. And then, of course, there's a slew of other events. I'll draw attention to just one or two of them. The State of the City event, which we were able to actually hold this year, thankfully. It happens in February of each year. It's a huge event. I think we had close to 1,000 people this year, Sally?
780.
There you go. So that's kind of like where the city comes together and we find out what it is that, what it is kind of that's looking ahead for us as a city. And I think it's a fantastic event that everybody should be at. We'll let there you go. So happy to answer any questions specifically about any of the events. Sally, did you have a comment on any of the events? Did you want to? No? Okay.
No.
So we talk a little bit about this under advocacy, and I just kind of want to high level this a little bit right now, which is the efforts in the councils. So these are the different councils that we facilitate. And I'm just making sure they're all there. They're all there. So if you're interested in any of those, let us know, and we're happy to make sure that we include you in the communication surrounding them. They're really great opportunities. For example, the Aging and Healthcare Committee, this last meeting, we were able to invite the Arizona Attorney General, Mark Brnovich. He was able to come in and talk to us about different scams and different ways that people are trying to take advantage of each other right now in this unfortunate time. So really, really valuable information from people that we know have knowledge in these areas. So really a good resource and a good access to experts and just information in general. So again, feel free to hey, I'm interested in that committee. Can you tell me more? And we're happy to help you with that. So community involvement and partnerships. We are a very community-focused chamber. We do a lot of activities in the community, for the community. Part of that is our DNA. Our DNA, somewhere in the neighborhood of 70 of our members are nonprofits. So we have a very strong contingent of community focus that runs through our membership. And we as a chamber also have a very strong focus on community involvement. So I'll draw attention to the annual hydration campaign because that's going to kick off here in a couple of weeks, starting June 1st. That is it's actually a county initiative that every year, basically they call the community together to bring water together for those that are less fortunate. And it stems from, I think 10, 15 years ago, we had a summer where we lost a lot of homeless people because of dehydration. And so the county decided to step up. Now the city of Mesa has kind of stepped up as well and kind of owned it as a very important fundraising event for themselves and for the community. So we obviously participate in that, and we make sure that we help promote the idea of gathering water. Not to brag, but generally we get between 200 and 300,000 bottles of water just through chamber sources each year. So it's a really big program. It runs till September, so it runs till just after Labor Day. And there's a lot of ways that you can participate. So if you're interested in that, certainly let us know. There is, of course, the Mesa Veterans Resource Center. which is just downstairs from our office, run by Larry Johnson here. Larry, you want to throw a couple sentences out about the Mesa Veterans Resource Center?
Thank you, Bob. Yeah, sure. We're a full service resource center accommodating any needs for any and all veterans. We're from education to employment services, mental and physical health care needs. We're a navigating service that simply literally gets the veteran access to the professional and or other assistance he or she may need. We also provide food boxes, water. We're a safe space. We have a computer center and learning center for resume preparation. We actually have soft skills training and a lot of things that are relevant and just helping get the veteran back on their feet, providing them with the proper resources they need, and of course, hopefully helping evolve their situation to something a little bit more positive ultimately.
So if you're interested in learning more about that, certainly feel free to throw Larry a chat and just say, hey, can you tell me more about that? We're also involved in Make a Difference Day. That's a city initiative once a year where they encourage the community to volunteer out and do various projects around the city. We're heavily involved in Mesa Sister Cities. So there are, and Sally, you'll know this, there are what, 5 sister cities?
In Mesa, for Mesa.
For Mesa. So they're basically located all around the world. And so there's an exchange student program and other activities that go on with that. So it's a really good program for students to learn more about the bigger world around them. We're of course heavily involved with the Mesa United Way, of which the Mesa Veterans Resource Center is a part. We kind of view them as sort of our counterpart for the nonprofit community. So we work a lot with them. We do a lot with Small Business Saturday, which is, most of you know, is the Saturday after Thanksgiving. I think the little videos that we publish are a thing of legend now when we wander around and we visit members on that Saturday and just check in and see how they're doing. And then we partner with Google for Grow Your Business. So we do a lot of presentations on how to maximize your business digitally, take advantage of some of the things that are happening out there, that kind of thing. So those are some of the community involvement and partnership things that we do. We also have a number of organized programs that we partner with. So we are actually on a Mesa Community College campus, so the downtown center campus. And as part of that, we partner with them on a number of programs. So we have a program called Green Flag Mesa that is a business incubator that we partner with them on, where we actually host MCC students that are starting businesses. We also have done with our downstairs neighbors, the Chair Academy. We've also conducted some Success Academy, some leadership training that you can be a part of. And then, of course, we partner with a number of institutions, education institutions, on a program called Mesa Junior Chamber, which is a fantastic program. If you've never experienced it, basically what we do is we give a number of students the opportunity to kind of see life through the eyes of the chamber. So they kind of be engaged with the chamber through the course of a semester or a year. And they get to go to events, they get to help out, they get to learn. The important thing for them is they're getting to meet the business leaders in Mesa. So they are learning who's who, and especially for seniors, as they start looking around at job opportunities, it gives them a chance to build some relationships that can help them down the road. So probably the biggest program that we function in the leadership category is Mesa Leadership. That program is 35 years old.
I think we're in our 37th year, I think.
So that program is actually 37 years old. It's a fantastic program that if you think you know how Mesa functions, this is a program you want to be in, because you're going to get your eyes open. There's a ton involved, not just on the civic side, not just in running Mesa as a city, but just in terms of how some of Mesa's major businesses function and their place within the bigger sort of picture of Mesa. It's a really, really great program that teaches you a lot of things that you may have not really thought about. And then you realize, oh, wow, that's really cool. Everybody talks about things like going on the helicopter and doing the air tour of the dams, but that's kind of like the cherry that's on top of the rest of the sundae, if you will. The whole Sunday is pretty fantastic. So if you haven't had a chance to be a part of that program, I know Sally's been a part of that program. Anybody else?
Melissa Forrester was.
Forrester was. I'm only seeing like 4 people right now, so I don't know if anybody's raising their hand or not. But it's a really, really fantastic program. If you're interested, let Sally know. She can tell you more about it. And then this is my kind of favorite one is the Friends of the Chamber. So once you're a chamber member, we tend to not want to let you go ever in your entire life. So we have members that have retired or sold their business or in some way, no longer necessarily actively engaged in the business side, but they still want to be engaged with the chamber side. So we made a program called Friends of the Chamber so that you don't have to ever leave, ever. And that doesn't sound very creepy at all. But it's a great opportunity for you to stay engaged in what the chamber does. And to support the mission of what we're trying to accomplish in the community. So there you go. So for those of you that are looking for opportunities to meet other people, we have a program that we call business referral groups. And the business referral groups they're basically leads groups. So you trade leads, right? The idea is that you are a part of a group of individuals that meets once a week. And each representative of that group is unique to one business. So there's only one insurance guy, and there's only one baker, and there's only one plumber, and that kind of thing. But the idea is that you guys all come together once a week and you help each other with leads. So while you're out and about the rest of the week, you're keeping an ear to the ground and finding opportunities for the rest of the people in your group, and then bringing those opportunities back to the group on the day of the meeting so that you're helping the rest of your group prosper. Likewise, they're doing that for you. So it's a word of mouth sort of collaborative. We currently have 4 groups. The groups are very loosely geographically based. So we give them geographical names, but that does not necessarily indicate that members need to be in that geographical area. So currently we have one in Central Mesa, Falcon Field area, Superstition Springs area, and the Riverview area. So the groups run weekly. They meet once a week. Right now they're meeting on Zoom. You are welcome to be a guest at all of them, so you can check them all out and see which one sort of has the best vibe for you. There is an annual fee to be a part of the group on an ongoing basis. Once you're a member, then of course you just show up every week. You make sure you're bringing your leads to your peers, and then you're making sure your peers are bringing you the leads, right? So there you go. It's really a good way for those businesses that are looking for opportunities to meet other people, especially in similar industries. So, if you're in a medical industry and you've got sort of an associated industry that generates leads for you normally, if you find a group that has someone from that associated industry, it's a really good opportunity to build that bridge relationship that can kind of feed you over the course of time. So happy to go into more detail of that at any point if you have questions on leads groups. So how's everybody doing? Everybody good? Give me a thumbs up if you're good. Good? Larry, you good? All right, there we go. Very good. All right, everybody. Here we go. All right, direct benefits chamber affinity program. So we have partnerships with different entities that allow us a couple of things. They allow us to offer a discount to our members. So an affinity program is a program where the membership base receives a discount on whatever product or service that business offers. And then the second component of that is there is a thank you for that to the chamber. So you're supporting the chamber when you support one of these affinity programs without having to necessarily directly support the chamber. You're just doing it passively by participating in the affinity programs. So we have a number of different businesses right now that have affinity programs. There's actually one on here that isn't on here that should be on here. Loft Green's Office Supplies. which makes me very happy because for years I would have to cover up the Office Depot one because, you know, Chris Lofgreen would be in the room and I feel bad. But now I can proudly say that Lofgreen's Office Supplies has an affinity program with the chamber. So if you do business with any of these businesses, you can actually help the chamber while you're doing that and get a discount for yourself. On the chamber website, we keep a directory of these businesses, so you can go online and kind of see what the offers are, or at least get connected to the business to learn more about their particular offer. And okay, so chamber advertising. We have a ton of ways for you to promote your business. So you can do it digitally, and we have some fantastic digital opportunities. So earlier I had mentioned, you know, we get about 10,000 website visitors a month. That's a lot of people looking at web pages. And so you can get, and you've probably seen it if you've been on the chamber website, you can get a banner ad that runs at the top of the website, or you can get a banner ad that runs on the left side when you're inside the website. And that will promote your business to anybody that's viewing regardless of where they are on the website. You can also get advertisements in the Monday message that we send out. So we send out a Monday message each and every Monday, and you can advertise in that. We also have a number of newsletters that we email out that you can advertise in as well. And then of course, there are some print opportunities that you can take advantage of for various events. So for example, we would do an annual leadership awards, and we have a beautiful program that we create for that. And you can be an advertiser in that. So all of the 400 some people that attend that event would receive your ad as part of this beautiful takeaway program. We do a similar thing for some of our bigger events. So our biggest event of the year in terms of number of attendees is Aviation Fascination, which we do in November. It's usually the Friday before Thanksgiving. And, you know, we get anywhere from 1,000 to 1,200 people that attend that event. And we'll hand out a little program that we put together for them, and you can be an advertiser in that program, in addition to obviously having a presence at the program itself. So a lot of our advertising opportunities are great hand-in-hand opportunities with other things you can do to promote your business through your chamber membership. So whether it's Mesa Morning Live, you can get yourself a tabletop and then advertise in the program. And then you can advertise on the screen where everybody sees what's going on. Or Aviation Fascination, where you can get a tabletop at the event and then advertise in the program so people see your presence more than once. Or it's the annual awards dinner, where you get a nice ad in the program that congratulates the winners, so people see that you are an active part of the community. So a lot of different opportunities. We actually keep a PDF on our website that kind of summarizes them. It's a catalog, if you will, of all the different advertising opportunities that you can take advantage of with your chamber membership. So happy to spend some time with you on more detailed discussion of that. I don't necessarily want to go into too much craziness right now. All right. So what's next? If you're a new member, you will be assigned an ambassador. So our new members that join brand new each get assigned an ambassador. We have a group of individuals that are tenured chamber members that basically they understand sort of how the chamber works. They have good relationship with the chamber. They're very engaged in chamber activities. Melissa Forrester is an ambassador here on the call. I'm trying to think if I saw anybody else. I don't think I saw anybody else. So you will be
I think Peggy might be on the call, Bob.
Peggy?
I think so.
Okay. Hi, Peggy. So you'll be assigned an ambassador, and the job of the ambassador is kind of twofold. One is they are that first person you get to actually meet and build a relationship with the chamber. So they will be the person that you can ask questions of. They will be the person that kind of encourages you to attend your first event if you haven't, and those types of things. Their role with you lasts the entire first year of your membership. So their job is to make sure that they help you understand the benefits of your chamber membership for that entire first year. So they are your sort of partner resource, and then they can connect you with chamber staff or individual businesses or whatever resources that you need as you need them. So if your business has been a member for a long time and maybe you're new to your business and you kind of think, hey, maybe I'd like to talk to an ambassador, let us know. We are happy to assign an ambassador to you, happy to get you somebody that you can rely on and you can have that conversation with, so that you have a resource to make sure that you're getting the most out of what you need. So existing members, if you're an existing member and you want some assistance, please don't hesitate to reach out to Linda Haskell. That is her staff role, is to help our members get the most out of their membership. So her job is to meet with members and talk to them about what they need and then make sure that we're getting them what it is that they need. So, and I don't know anybody that's better at it than she is. She's pretty fantastic. So don't hesitate to reach out to her. And remember the chamber motto, which is, the world belongs to those who show up. So whether it's virtually on Zoom or once we get through this pandemic, once it's in person, if you're present, you're halfway to the victory line, right? I mean, just being there helps you be a part of that success. So don't hesitate to reach out if you have a question on an event. Don't hesitate to reach out if you have a question on a benefit. If you have an idea, don't hesitate to reach out. I think we're always looking for new ideas because we're just kind of crazy like that. So that's kind of how we run. But happy to open it up for questions right now. If you have any questions, again, feel free to throw it in the chat, and happy to do it. So I do see Lori's question. Ambassadors do not have to be just for new members. So if you've been with the chamber for a while, or your business has been with the chamber for a while, and maybe you're new to the business, or if you just haven't engaged in your chamber membership and you kind of want that guiding hand, just let us know, and yeah, we'll be happy to engage you with somebody. And yes, Loft Greens is the best. What do we got here? Okay, excited about joining soon. Oh, thanks, PJ. What else you got? Ask away. I'm ready. I am prepared. So tell me a little bit about, let's actually, if you want to unmute, Sally, can you unmute people?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you want to unmute Sandy and let Sandy tell us who she is and what business she's with?
I'm looking for Sandy.
Hi, I unmuted myself. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, good morning. I'm Sandy with Mesa United Way, and Mesa United Way has a lot of resources, and we have programs like Helen's Hope Chest, Foster 360, Mesa Veterans Resource Center, 12 books, and VITA, which is the volunteer in service to tax preparations, and we have a lot of assistance for free. If you know anybody that makes $56,000 or below, they'll help you. And I just want to say, Larry Johnson, I love the Mesa Veterans Resource Center. I worked there for a year, and that is a great program. And so that's that's who we are. And if you would like to get a hold of us, look at our website, look at our staff. I'm on there, and I'd be glad to talk to you about anything. Thank you.
Okay. Lisa, you want to introduce yourself real quick?
Hi, I'm Lisa Olson from East Valley Children's Theater. I'm the board chair. It's a nonprofit, and we've been in the Valley for 23 years. All of our main stage productions take place at the Mesa Arts Center.
Very cool. Nancy? Give us a quick intro, who you are. You're muted. You're muted, girl.
Okay. Okay, can you hear me now?
Yep.
Okay. Hi, everybody. Nancy here. I'm with Willow Massage and Spa. We're at Higley and Baseline. And I've been a member of the chamber now since January of 19, I guess it was. Yeah. And I was typing while you were asking us what are we supposed to be? Was I just supposed to introduce myself? I don't know. I was typing.
Yeah, just who you are, what business you're with.
Okay, yeah, and I'm the spa director there. We do massage and facials, and then also I put it on the little chat there. Anyone's invited to Mesa, the Superstition Springs team. We meet Wednesday mornings, of course, by Zoom for now. But if you're looking to join a referral team, Melissa Forrester on the call. She's on the team, and we just have a really great dynamic group. Lots of referrals going back and forth, and it's just a really great way to connect with everyone. And just it's always a learning experience for me every time. So we welcome you to join our group or check us out, like they said.
Cool. Larry, I'm kind of going off of the way mine's organized. So you.
Are you there? Okay. Barry Johnson again with MBRC. I think I've taken up enough time, but please come down if you get a chance. Again, we're in Suite 101, just below the chamber, across from the Delta Marriott downtown. So you can't really miss us, but just happy to share the information we provide. We charge for absolutely none of the services that we offer. So everything that we have available to us and everything that we refer the vets to comes free of charge to those veterans. So please help us make them aware. Resources are readily available. And we're actually, one thing I will mention is we're working on a hero-to-hero phone calls, basically collaboration between us and the VFW. The idea there is to just honestly to offer a friendly voice on the other end. Obviously with the challenges that we're having with veteran suicide at 22 daily, it's tragic. So we've got to find some ways to resolve this. And my concern is obviously as the ramifications of COVID become more and more apparent, we'll see the job loss and all of the other things that are kind of residual effects start to kind of bear their weight down on those who are already struggling. So stay tuned. We're hoping to launch that program within the next 2 months and see what we can do to help our veterans, help our heroes. Thank you, Bob.
Yeah. Peggy Manny, you're muted.
I gotcha. All right. Hello, I'm Peggy. I am a health and wellness coach, also a registered nurse, and had a smoothie shop that now I've taken to a mobile smoothie shop, but then this hit. So what the Mobile Nutrition Club basically is healthy smoothies, energy teas that I bring to offices. I set up there and do that for any business that wants it. But right now, the best thing we have going on is we have 2-week challenges that we are running right now, where we work on fitness. We have online, any kind of fitness that you want. We have mindset that we really work into these challenges. So it works on not only nutrition, which is, the biggest piece of it to getting healthy, but then fitness and mindset. And, I, as a nurse, my mission is to help people be healthy now instead of trying to get healthy later. So that's why I do this. And I look forward to working more with you guys. I have been a part of the Chamber of Commerce. Gosh, it's been like 3 years now when we had our smoothie shop. These guys are awesome. I'm really looking forward to getting more involved in, my individual business. So I look forward to meeting a lot of you guys later.
Cool.
Thank you, Bob and Sally.
Lori, Marsh.
Sorry, I was looking at everybody's backgrounds. My name is Lori Marsh. I am the marketing director over at the Summit at Sunland Springs. It's an assisted living and memory care community. What makes us unique is that we have a program called Enhanced Protocol where it actually rebuilds the brain cells. So if you know someone that is suffering with cognitive decline, memory loss, stages of dementia or Alzheimer's, we actually have opportunities to rebuild that. And I think that sets us apart. We are also COVID-free. So that's exciting to be able to say in an assisted living community. I'm Lori Marsh.
Cool. Nani?
Sorry. Hi, I'm Nani Pakel. My husband and I just purchased Twisted Pies in Mesa off of Main in March, right before they shut everything down. But very happy to be part of the Mesa Chamber of Commerce and excited to get the business started. We're doing a lot of renovation in our dining room at the back of the house, so we're not quite open for any dine-in, but it's great to see all the resources for marketing on this in this group. So thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Peggy Lawson.
Hello, everybody. I'm with the Market Builder, and we do everything from design right through print and mailing if you're interested in marketing to your clients. I'm also an ambassador, and it's really a fun group. So once you get initiated into the chamber, I urge you to check it out. So.
Thank you, Peggy. LG Aristo 3, which I have a sneaky little version.
Yeah. Oh, I can go there. My name is Sekou Dokle, CEO for Project Case. I'm very grateful with Chamber of Commerce leadership and the entire leadership. They've been doing great. And we pray to see COVID-19 end soon. And with the teamwork and the nonprofit and the other companies, with the leadership of Chamber of Commerce and Bob Nessie and Sarah Harrison's, we thank everybody. We follow the program with the leadership. We appreciate everyone for making that effort to get COVID-19 out of the United States. And that's our main target, to get this virus out of the country. And hopefully with the leadership of the Chamber of Commerce and the entire nonprofit grouping in the rural community doing their work and helping this able community and making effort to make things work. I mean, it's amazing, and I'm grateful to be a member of the Chamber of Commerce and the entire leadership. I also talk to the volunteers that are working out there to the community, helping, and I appreciate, and I'm very, very happy to be a member of Chamber of Commerce. I'm really happy with all this.
Thank you, sir. Minnie.
Yes, my name is Minnie Salas. I'm the Mesa PD Community Engagement Coordinator, and I just started this position in November, so I'm still kind of new, getting to know the East Valley and everybody in the chamber. And unfortunately, I was getting into a groove before COVID-19, you know, getting to know everybody and doing community forums, which is what I oversee, and some special events. And now we're kind of having to do everything differently. So I'm getting readjusted to my position again, but definitely, you know, here to serve. And I've gotten all your emails and phone numbers, so I know I'll be reaching out to a lot of you, and feel free to reach out to me as well.
Cool, welcome. PJ?
Hi, good morning. I'm PJ Selby. I'm a residential realtor and currently relocating to a home in the Hohokam Village area, and will be a resident of Mesa. And I am excited about getting involved in the Mesa Chamber. I am a board member of a nonprofit for veterans. I'm looking to hook up with the Veterans Center there and see what I can do to help out. So again, thank you for having me today.
Absolutely. Paula?
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yes. Hi, I am Paula, and I am the owner of Caring Transition. And we serve in community with the relocation, downsizing, estate sales, or online auction. And we are mainly specialized for seniors. And I'm looking forward to work with almost everybody here, you know. So that's all the introduction I have for now.
And Shantae?
Hi. Good morning, everyone. Let me cut this down some. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, Shantae from Project Kicks. we're lower yours. We're a nonprofit organization that shoe the kids without shoes. You gotta lower your volume. Yeah, we shoe the kids without shoes in the city of Mesa. We have been. Can you hear me?
Yep.
We have been chamber members since February, and we are excited to be a part of the chamber members. And the goal is to, for the 2020 year before it ends, we plan on showing 2,020 shoes for children in the Mesa area. So it's really exciting on being a part of the chambers and getting all the resources that we've taken notes. So we're excited. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. And Ms. Forrester?
I'm unmuted. Hey, good morning, everybody. Forrester with United Food Bank. And I'm excited to be an ambassador here at the Chamber. I love meeting the new members and kind of helping them get their feet wet and meet people. And it's fun to watch their business grow within the Chamber. So, yeah.
Cool.
And Superstition Leads group. So if anybody's interested in like trying out the different Leads groups, I'd love to invite you to the Superstition Springs one that we have. I put my information on the chat earlier, so feel free to reach out.
Hey. And who's our 6479 number? Hello, 6479.
Hi, this is Susan Rickey, and I am the new executive director at the Mesa Historical Museum.
Very cool. Welcome. So if you have any other questions, don't hesitate. Reach out on email. We're easy to find. Reach out to your ambassador. Reach out to any of the ambassadors, Peggy, Melissa, any of the other ambassadors. Reach out to me. Reach out to Sally. Reach out to Linda. Reach out to Teresa. Anybody here is happy to help you. We're excited to start telling your story with the Chamber. We really want to make sure that you guys get everything that you will need out of your Chamber membership. So otherwise, I'm going to turn it back over to Sally. So thank you for your time today. I appreciate everybody being on the call.
Real quick question. We just had a question from Lisa asking who the person was at the Mesa Historical Museum. Do you want to introduce yourself again?
I'm Susan Rickey, new to Arizona and new director of the Mesa Historical Museum since December.
Susan, are you able to type your information in the chat box?
I'm doing it through my mobile phone.
Okay, that's all right. We'll get it to Lisa.
Okay, sure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So it's 9 o'clock. Nice timing, Bob. Good job on that. I just want to thank you. I know everybody's busy and everybody's just running from chat to chat probably, but we appreciate you taking the time to learn more about the opportunities at the Chamber and how to best utilize your membership and make sure that you understand the different ways to get the value out of your membership. We have a great staff that can ensure that that happens for you. And we look forward to seeing you on another Zoom call. And maybe that's today because we do have a ladies group that meets today at 11. So I know some of you have registered, and if you haven't, you have a little bit of time before we close that registration. So feel free to do that. And again, there's some leads groups that have offered you to join them. So take advantage of that. All of that information is listed on our website. So feel free to, jump on board with any of those different opportunities. But we'll let you get out of this room and get into another chat room. Bob, anything else?
Nope. Thank you all very much. I appreciate it. Okay. I'm excited to work with everybody.
Thanks for your time. If you want Compass magazines, I had a few people reach out to me. If you want Compass magazines, the Chamber's not open, but we do go in occasionally. So let us know and we can definitely coordinate with you. Just email me or Bob. Okay? Good to see everyone. Thank you.
Bye.
Have a great and safe day.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.